All right, Monday morning, a bit after 11. Let's just kind of summarize where I'm at here. So we are now in Discord. And after this week, we'll only be in Discord, no longer in Telegram, but same exact service, same exact everything, just better organized. So these are the levels I posted last night, Sunday night, Globex opened for today. And then I trade based on these levels. So let me show you what we do. So here is the euro. The idea is we draw a buy level, a sell level. We find the midpoint. Above the midpoint, we're looking long toward the buy level. If you're trading in multiples, you always take something off when price reaches a level. So this is the euro reaching the buy level upon trading above the midpoint. Same exact approach, buy level, sell level, midpoint, and above the midpoint, looking long toward the buy level, then retracement from the buy level, and then finally breaking through it. So just both in the Nasdaq and the S&P, tremendous moves. Let's take a look at the S&P. So here is the S&P, so same exact thing, nothing changes. The approach is always the same. So here we are, just showed the sell level, 77 buy level, 48 the sell level above the midpoint, and boom, here we go toward the buy level. In Discord, during the Zoom call also, I was talking about beyond 77, 82, and 88. So these are the two prices our members have traded for above that. Now, I continue to hold, and I'm going to kind of put my stop over here now because we are beyond anything. I don't have anything above these levels in
order submitted
the S&P. So I'm going to just put my stop here, and that's it. So an amazing move in S&P. Stay tuned. Toward the end of the day, I will show my rhythmic dashboard. All of these, all accounts I use in these videos are prop accounts, which are funded. So I am taking a loss here just to show it's not all winning trades. So I tried a short here. So this is gold, and gold again below the midpoint. So buy level, sell level, midpoint. Below the midpoint, I tripped to the sell level, which I had before. I took profits on that, got stopped out on a trail, and then tried another short trade after midpoint failed here. Now, unfortunately, I was busy. The best place to take this trade would have been here, but I just waited too long, kind of chased the price a little bit. But definitely, if price breaks above the midpoint, well, then I no longer want to be short, and I will take a loss on this short trade if price goes, let's say, above this pivot over here. Until then, I'm going to stick with this short, but so far I am down in this trade. Oil. So oil did the same exact thing, right? So if we go back, buy level, sell level, midpoint. I think my midpoint is a bit off here. Something happened. I moved it by accident. So this is the midpoint somewhere here, I guess. So below the midpoint, we're looking short, right? Below the midpoint, short toward the sell level. But I thought there could be a move lower, so I stayed in this trade. And now I'm pretty much break even so far. So we'll see what's going to happen with oil later on. Just like gold, if price moves above the midpoint, I will take myself out of this short trade. So nothing in the Russell and nothing in the Dow, but I can show you the Dow. The Dow did, I mean, just as well as the Nasdaq and the S&P. With the Dow, I just got stopped on a trail at some point, so I don't have a trade here now. But again, above the midpoint, right? Same exact thing. Buy level, sell level, midpoint. Above the midpoint, long to the buy level, retesting the buy level, keep retesting the buy level, and then just shooting higher. But I'm not in this trade as I was stopped on the trail. Oops, sorry about that. So yeah, I'm just gonna see later on how the gold and crude works out. I am kind of down in both right now. We'll see if price indeed crosses the midpoint in both, in which case I'll just get out of these trades. But the Nasdaq looks amazing, Euro looks terrific, S&P looks amazing. So we'll see how it's gonna go. All right, so just following up on some trades. So I got stopped in the S&P. That got me on the trail. Close to being stopped on the trail in the Nasdaq. So here we are. Nasdaq is retesting the buy level posted last night. Not uncommon. Price very often, after breaking through a level, would retest it again. So I have a trailing stop here in the Nasdaq. Not much in crude. Not much at all in crude. Thinking it might attempt the sell level again. And down in gold, so gold might be a stop. Again, if price, I'm going to put it actually right here. If price gets here,
order submitted.
I'm going to be taking a stop because I no longer want to be short if price gets above the midpoint. Again, unfortunately, because I was busy, I actually missed the better location. The better location would have been around here. So below the midpoint, but not this far away. So I kind of chased the price here a little bit. So if I get stopped, I get stopped. Nothing to do. Otherwise, once I'm done with everything, I will show my rhythmic dashboard. And just a reminder again, this is our last week in Telegram. So as of after this Friday, October 20th, we're going to be only in Discord, and then prices will go up for new subscribers. So right now it's still $60 a month, but beginning next week, beginning on Monday, actually really beginning on Saturday, price will go up to $100 per month for new subscribers. So if you were thinking of subscribing, now is the time. So yeah, I mean, we moved to Discord because there was just a lot more available, and there are better ways of organizing everything we do. We do a lot during the day in real time, and so in Telegram sometimes some posts get lost and get mixed up with other posts. So in Discord we'll be able to organize everything much better. So yeah, so we'll see how these two will work out. We'll see if the Nasdaq will get stopped. It looks like it will. And then it's just the euro. All right, so just a quick update here. A bit after 1 o'clock. So still surviving in the Nasdaq. As a matter of fact, let's move my stop up a little bit here. Maybe here on the Nasdaq. And yeah, so got stopped on the S&P earlier. 6E still doing fine. Not doing too great in crude and not doing too great in gold. So not much changed really, except the Nasdaq turned around. Looks like it's making new highs. So that's good for now. As I said, I mean, no matter what, by like 3:30 p.m. I'm going to close all the trades, probably the 6E even earlier, and then show you the final results toward the end. All right, so unfortunately I got tagged in the Nasdaq, got my trail stop, and then continued higher. Well, those are the breaks. What are you going to do? Um, and the 6E still doing fine, hitting new highs here, so I can move my stop to here, I guess. I should close this trade soon because it's 2 p.m. now, so it's way past prime time for the euro. So maybe I'll just close this position. Let's see. Gold is slowly coming my way. So still stayed below the midway point, but not doing much again. Probably going to close out this position with a bit of a loss. And crude, pretty much break even in crude here. So give it some more time and then close this one as well, and then just show you the rhythmic dashboard. And overall a great day. I mean, a tremendous move in the Nasdaq and the S&P. Here's the S&P I was stopped at earlier, but you see how far above the buy level S&P ends up. So just a great move in S&P. Let's see here. Right, so it's all about the midline, right? So above the midline looking up and hitting the buy level, kind of not even testing so far, looks like, right? Did it test the buy? Nope, never tested the buy level, just went straight up. And here it is. So again, just like the Nasdaq, I got tagged on my trail. That's okay though. And so the only thing is now still the euro, which is doing well, and crude that's not doing much, and gold that's not doing much. So that looks like it. Okay, so getting ready to shut things down for the day. A bit after 2:30, finally a decent move in oil. So we can see crude hitting the sell level finally after all this time. So now crude is doing well. Still not much in gold. Here we go. So gold just kind of stayed sideways pretty much the whole session here. Nice move earlier, hitting the sell level, but since then completely sideways, doing absolutely nothing. So looks like I'm going to have a small loss in gold. 6E really did well today at the highs right now, so I'm going to shut it at this point here. So give me a few minutes and I'm going to show my rhythmic dashboard. All right, so amazing start for the week. Great moves in the Nasdaq, the S&P. The euro was okay. So here is my computer clock, rhythmic clock, lower right. The total for this account for today. And if you're wondering what you're looking at, this is the BlueWave daily open range indicator. So you can determine what time you want it to start painting, but at 9:30 US Open, right out of the gate, a move higher, a test of the open range, and then up we go. And of course you can connect it to the BlueWave Autotrader, and then the Autotrader can trade it for you, probably on a smaller time frame. I'm not sure if 5 minute is the way to go, but 5 minute definitely would have done really nice today, despite some sideways moves and some retracements lower. At the end, the Nasdaq with a very nice move higher. So again, just a reminder, after this week, after Friday, we will be completely only in Discord. There will be intraday live commentary, levels, and market direction with targets for the Nasdaq and the S&P. After this week, price will go to $100 a month for new subscribers. So if you were looking to join, this week is the time. Email me with any questions. My email is in the description. Enjoy your day, guys. Have a great week.